be out here. Song selection courtesy of Richard, or at least whoever I talked to is Richard. If Gucci Mane can have a clone, Richard's been looking pretty good lately, so it might not be him. I still don't know if it was him, don't know where he is, but that was all Richard. So you know what, boys? We're gonna dive into it. We're gonna get dirty today. We're gonna talk about some housekeeping items. Gonna bring up some trade deadlines. Gonna bring up some unfortunate events that have occurred just in the last couple weeks. And it's a little free entertainment for you on a good day from the best commissioner in the world. Venmo's always open for donations because I do a lot. It's backbreaking stuff. What can I say? So before we get into it, just a couple quick things. I think Marty has just absolutely lost any respect for himself these last 2 weeks, listening to Dane V and myself, like the GOAT, And, the league's now changed. After 2 weeks, things have changed, boys. Things are tight, things are hot. Unless you're Sikic, then you're kind of fucked. But the dude should be like fucking 9-0. I don't get it. But hey, we're going to talk about a couple things more important than just humble brags that I can bring up every so often. But, nothing crazy, just a little update, a little FaceTime, Just doing what I got to do. It's like an authoritarian, dictatorship sort of leadership role that I have presumed that I have. I'm thinking that Week 11, Thursday Night Football, is going to be the last week of trades. I'm open to hear if we think Week 12 is. I personally just don't want to get it too close to when we already know what playoffs might be, and I would prefer if the last 2 weeks of the regular fantasy football season playoff, that's your team. Come Week 11, Thursday night kickoff, those are your boys that you're rolling into the deep. You're going 4 straight weeks with that squad. So if you don't have your guys, then you need to get them this week or next week. And then that's it. It's ride or die. Week 11, Thursday Night Football. Teams are going to be set. There's going to be no more trades. I don't really want people trading super close to the deadline of regular season for obvious reasons. Dane V was selling mids for $13 on the half gram last year to clamp it, and that was fucking crazy. I don't even know what the hell was going on there, but we're just gonna probably take it nice and easy. If you guys really have anything to add to the trade deadline, let me know. I'm open to anything, but we all know that painting, drawing, just controls my entire life. So odds are I might not even give a shit, but in all seriousness, let me know. I'm thinking of Week 11, Thursday Night Football. Those are your boys, your squad. That's what I'm thinking. This playoff format is going to be a little bit different than last year. Last year we had 8 teams make it, and it was no buys for anybody with 14 people. Kind of outrageous, to be honest, but the 8th team that made it last year was mine, so I got 3rd place. So I kind of like it, but only 12 guys. We're going to have half the league make it, and the top guys in each division, which right now it could be anybody. So I'm going to just fucking assume that Seth's team and just never loses. Besides this week, he has a lot of buys, but he's kind of chilling. He's kind of taking control of his own destiny. But you guys are going to get a bye. Whoever's at the top of their league at the end of Week 13 is going to not only get a bye, but that's when you first get your $50 back. You get your money back. It's what you've been playing for. You deserve it, and hopefully that week bye helps you out. It really doesn't fucking matter. Your team has to show up when they play. If you get a week off, you get a week off. That's fine. And I still haven't thought of any consolation prize. If we want to figure out something, maybe if the winner of a loser's bracket gets to pick their 4th draft pick or the 4th selection instead of being whatever, just something to make it somewhat meaningful. And obviously last place loser, we should probably come up with something if we're going to in the next week or 2, because otherwise it's just going to be bullying on most likely Sikic, and then second most likely Rob, unless something catastrophic happens to something. Then again, half your team is dead. I don't know what the fuck is going on. That's fucking mayhem. But you should probably think of that shit soon. I don't know, maybe just some bullshit. Figure that out. I don't know. Probably just gonna have to talk about the parody of this year. This is probably the closest sort of closest teams I've ever seen. Some teams are up and down, some teams are consistent, some teams are consistent but not enough to get wins, and some teams are just so bad and so good some weeks, and like only a couple teams, honestly, like there's like 2 teams, I'm going to say Sessa and Rick's team, that are like, that roll every single week. Some teams like mine just shit the fucking bed, 85 points and then go off for 140 next week. Some teams, like Frank's team, sickish teams come to mind where you score like 115 every single week and that just doesn't get it done. I mean, you still have 4 weeks left, so week 13 is the final week of regular season play, but it's 14, 15, and 16. Those are the playoff weeks, 14, 15, 16. That's right. So we have a fair amount of time. We have about a month of games left to really see who is going to actually get the third and final playoff spot in each division, and it's going to come down to points for. I also want to argue something else. I think points 4 is the most obvious, just because if you show that you're able to make a team, put a lineup into play that gets the most points, it doesn't even matter if you win. Like, if you can just trade or free agent your way each and every week to getting points or getting big points when you need them, that to me stands out the most. Head-to-head, just kind of, in fantasy football, like, it doesn't matter who you play, it's just completely random. So I think points 4 is a great way. If it comes down to any ties, I'm going to, right now it's set as points 4. So if there's 3 teams like Arizona in third place, then the fucking most points 4 gets it. I don't know. If your team hasn't been scoring, then you probably shouldn't be in the fucking playoffs to begin with. But yeah, points 4, week 14 is the first week, and trade deadline's coming up. I think should be the following Thursday, week 11, Thursday night kickoff. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. I know we're all busy with, like, y'all got exams that are in school and whatnot, and other people are busy doing other shit, I guess. But yeah, I don't know what I got for you. 9 weeks are in the books. Weeks 10 to 16 are still yet to unfold. There's going to be a lot of drama. I don't know. As far as the alpacas and the goats leagues go, it's going to be a fucking shit show. It really is. Seeding for the tournament, I'm going to make sure that it's right on, 1, 2, 3 from each play each other. And then I believe that means the championship is ultimately going to be 1 person from the goats, 1 person from the alpacas. Once again, if you guys just want to argue, should I just do top 6 overall? Sure. I mean, whatever. Just let me know. It gives you an even chance regardless. You got to play. Your team has to put up points. And just don't forget, goats only, baby. We out here.